G'day guys. Well, today I'm just working on another little project that has to get done before we finish the bus, and it's just right behind me here. It's the stair coming into the side of the bus. What I've done is I've taken away the step that's here already. I'm going to give it a good clean up and I'm going to spray paint it black. Also on this section here and this section, no, and this section over here, I'm going to put down some checkerboard plating on here. I got that spare from what I was going to use for the bathroom, but I changed my mind, so I'm going to use it here so I don't waste it. So that'll go up there, that'll cover the holes here as well. Also along the back on this side, I'm just going to paint it white because it's going to be too hard with the modification plate for the seats and the light there, so I'm just going to paint that black. And also I'm going to put a strip down the bottom here because there's a bit of a gap between the step and the wall here, because this is where the old automatic door opener used to be, so I'm going to stick a strip down there as well. So that's what I'm doing. So I've got to make a template up for the back one, cut it out, then I'm going to glue it on and do the floor here. Then I'm going to do a template for this side, so I make sure I've got it right against this side, because when you glue it and whatever else you do, it tends to stick out just a little bit, so I don't want to make that part wrong. So I'll do this one and this one first, then I'll do that one, and then I'll do the little strip here, and I'll also paint here. So that's what we've got planned for the step. Alright, so I've cut that first bit of checker plate so it fits in right there. It'll sit just below the lip there, and then when I've done the floor I'll put an angle over that. It's left a spot where the stair goes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all that off. I'm going to undercoat it, then I'm going to paint that black, and the same with the step that's already here. So I'm going to get those parts done, get them back in, and then I'll do the other side. Alright guys, I've cleaned it all up, given it a bit of a scuff up on all these pieces, and then I've undercoated with some etch paint on either of them. I'll give it another go tomorrow with the etch paint, and then once that's dried I'm going to do it with black paint. Sorry about the dog. Alright guys, I've cut out more panels for the stairwell and I've undercoated them. I've got to do one more undercoat on this, and then I can paint them black. Here are the ones that are painted, ready to go. This is the step, this is the back of the stair and the trim that goes across the front, and the other three that I've got, one's on this side, one's on that side, and one's on a strip just below this. So these are all ready to go back in now. Just got to wait to paint the other ones, and then I can put the steps back in and we should be done with that job. Alright guys, I've now put it all back in. I've glued it onto the walls now. The only part that I've got to do is this section here. When I cut it the wrong way around, and I didn't have enough to redo this piece, so I've just had to add a piece. So I've just gone and cut that, so that'll go in to there. So I've got to go and paint this now. But other than that, it looks pretty cool. Much better than the brown crap that was there and the old crappy checkerboard that was there now. But it looks good. And when the floor goes in, there'll be an angle to cover this up, and we should be good. So let me go and paint that. I'll get all that, put it in, and then I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, as you can see, it is now all in. The only thing left that I want to do is I'm going to get some black caulking and just run it up the edges of here. That's the part I had to put in. You can't really notice it If you look close you can, but other than that, it's come out really well. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Alright guys, I know a couple of you answered my question a couple of videos ago about what I hadn't put a video out for, and one keen eye person said about the oven that was here, which is correct. I haven't done a video of that. What I've done is I've built a housing for the oven. It's an oven microwave, so Carolyn can do everything in it, and it's working out really well. I've just used the leftover kitchen bench wood, and I've made a frame for it. Now the oven sits right on the top of this, so it's worked out well, so it can't move this way and it can't move back and forth. And I also, just for added security, I've built these up, and this screws into the back of the case of the oven so it doesn't flip forward this way if we were to go around the corner really quick or too much or whatever. So it doesn't move. We've tried it with the slamming the brakes on and stuff like that, so it works fine. I've just finished the last coat of varnish on it, so you can see that it's come up really well to match the kitchen bench top. There's the oven microwave. It's a Panasonic. As I said, it does microwave and normal oven. So this is one thing we'll be using, or well, Carolyn will be using while we're away. Not that I cook much. So that's it there. So once this is hard enough, which will probably be by tomorrow, I can put that back in. I've drilled through for the cable to connect in, and then that will be done. Alright guys, here's the oven now in place. As you can see down here, the bottom of it sits inside, but the front lip sits just over the top, so we can open the oven no problems. So it doesn't move that way or front back. And there it is. I've got it tied, screwed off to the back of the machine on both sides. So that's our install. Now this was approved when we got our changeover to a motorhome. We had all this in when we got the changeover done, so that's all good. Same with the fridge, it was in when we got that changed over, so there's no problems with that, and we know it's secure. So guys, that's the video for this week. So you saw me do the step, and I just gave you an update on the oven as well. So that covers those two. We're getting closer, as I say it each week, but we are. It's things are starting to get really close now. So next weekend is our front air conditioner goes in, so that'll be pretty exciting, and then the ceiling hopefully will be on after that. So once again guys, we thank you for taking the time out to watch our videos. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you want to ask us anything, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. And as always guys, we hope your build's going well, and for now we're going to say goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video. Alright, see you.